hungry. Where are we?
Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah. What's today?
December 21st.
That's right. December 21st. We decided after going to Gettysburg and being fairly close to DC, come back here because we did not see the Lincoln Memorial in which we are standing right now. And it says, "In this temple, as in the hearts of the people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is enshrined forever." And here on the left side, we have the Gettysburg Address that was only 2 minutes long when he gave it. That's just a great view of the Washington Memorial from here. And the White House. I cannot see but the Capitol behind the Washington Memorial back there.
Informationsding da unten bei dir. Die schreiben mich. Ich habe nur beim
All the geese.
You can film that on the floor. Der Badeschnorchel.
What is it, Eli?
Der Badeschnorchel.
Junior Ranger!
I'm done.
You're finished already?
Yes.
Good job.
And those, I got 4 and those got
Ja, super.
6.
Those got.
And
So you have to do 4 things and the others have to do 6? Wow, that means you'll get 2 badges today.
Yes, you got 2 booklets.
The White House and then that one. Awesome. Very impressive.
And this is, do they mean
We are visiting the Franklin D. Roosevelt Memorial now. And it's very interesting because there are a lot of different like sculptures and famous quotes by him. One of them said, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." And he truly had a lot of challenges during his presidency. It was from 1933, it said at the beginning, to 1945, which would mean 12 years. I wonder how that works, since you can only be president for 2 terms, meaning 8 years. Well, we're gonna have to look into that. That's a question to ask. We thought we'd come in. Yeah, it is really big. Just a minute, I want to see my hand here, if it fits. Yeah, this one fits about.
This is too small.
Yeah, this is too small too for mine. That's kind of cool though, you know? You can, right here's the negatives, and then on the wall over there is basically where they have the opposite of it. They put them in a mold and then they make the iron or the copper around it. Eli just loves dogs. That one you can ride, huh? It looks like people have been rubbing his thumb here, or actually his index finger. It's all polished. They who seek to establish systems of government based on the regimization of all human beings by a handful of individual rulers call this a new order. This is not new and it's not order. Yeah.
Mami, hier Eli sitzt also auf dem Stein, dann guckt nach.
So right here it sums up the major things of President Roosevelt's life. So born in 1882, and then it says he was actually elected to be president 1932. He was re-elected to 2nd term 36, re-elected to a 3rd term in 1940, and he was re-elected to a 4th term in 1944. But then it says he died April 12th, 1945 at Warm Springs, Georgia. So he actually was elected for 4 terms. Okay, that was something I did not know.
But why?
So I actually did look it up. President Roosevelt was the only president that actually served more than, or was elected for more than the 2 terms. And in 1947, the 22nd Amendment was passed, which actually states that a president can only serve for 2 terms, 8 years, or in special events up to 10 years. I think it's when the president dies and he's vice president, that he can then serve a little bit longer. But yeah, that was interesting to read about, and that it actually there wasn't a rule about it until that time, and that was then passed. We are at the edge here of the memorial, looking across the water right at the Jefferson Memorial, and then to the left we have the Lincoln Memorial, and a little bit downstream, so to speak, is the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. We wanted to swing over there and have a look at that as well.
Daddy,
I'm proud to be a National Park Service Junior Ranger. I promise to appreciate, respect and protect our national parks. I also promise to continue learning about the landscape, plants, animals, and history of these special places. And I will share what I learned with my friends and family. And I will try to say this again without laughing when I have a chance. Alright? Good job, everybody. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Go, Junior Rangers. And you're gonna go now and teach others.
Thank you so much.
Yesterday we were discussing if we should come today or go tomorrow to DC. So good thing we decided to come today, because tomorrow it looks like there might not be anything really open here because of the government shutdown that Trump is forcing if he doesn't get the money for that wall. So good choice, guys.
Yeah, I'm glad we're here today. And we just got some Junior Ranger badges, one for the, I don't know what it's called, just the memorial part. Let's see, what is it called? I don't even know. Junior Ranger program for the memorials. And also one for the White House.
Wow, 2 in 1 day.
Yeah, and now we're on our way to the Capitol.
Doch, wir haben mal 3 bekommen an einem Tag.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
One day you got 3 at once. That's right. That was good.
Where was that?
That, but you just
Harvard.
Harper's Ferry.
Harvard.
Aber wenn...
But you only did one Junior Ranger.
So we just went to the House of Representatives and watched, or tried to listen how they voted. They voted on a bill. It was hard to understand, about a memorial for September 11th, or actually a memorial for the women and men who died that day. And the people who voted with yes. No, we need to leave. Come on.
It was a 15-minute vote, so they had 15 minutes to decide whether they vote yes or no.
Yeah.
And
But
we left like 3 minutes after they started, and 1/3 or a quarter of them had already voted. All yes, nobody voted no.
Oh, there's the main exit.
So, I think we're gonna go here.
It's not...
Anyway, I thought it was interesting how,
Mommy, where's the exit?
I think, isn't there an exit?
The exit is over here. Right over there.
Yeah. So anyway, so I thought it was interesting. You know, not everyone was there. I think was supposed to be there, and the ones who were there, like, not everyone was sitting and be quiet. Like, people were talking and walking around, and like,
Nobody was really listening.
anyway, we need to find this exit.
This is the exit.
Hold on. No, that's not.
Yes.
So here's the exit. We found it. Anyway, so I just asked, because we didn't go to the Senate earlier because there was such a long line, and we don't have that much time. Ben had to go back to the car because the parking meter was running out. And anyway, so we heard that the Senate is in session until like 9 or 10 p.m. And the capital, oh thank you.
That the Capitol is closed.
Yeah, they close at 4:30 p.m. But if the Senate is still in session, you can get in as long as they're in session.
Mommy, look how
You know,
nice
you can't go
it
anywhere
is.
else, just there, but that's good to know.
Mommy,
Yes,
Mommy, look
because
how
the
nice
Senate is.
it is.
We need to go.
This way.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Isn't that the Library of Congress? Or what is that? Oh, right.
They put down
You look very
wheels
nice.
with that cup.
Union Station.
We're in the Smithsonian Visitor Center, the Smithsonian Castle, and there is the crypt of James Smithson, founder of the Smithsonian Institution. He apparently did a lot of research on minerals and so forth, and one of them was actually named after him too. We're at the Smithsonian Museum of American History now, and this is a very nice ending to our Fort McHenry visit, because here is actually displayed the flag that flew over the fort there in 1814 when Francis Scott Key saw the flag the next morning and was inspired to write down the words for the Star Spangled Banner. And you're actually not allowed to take photos or video in there because it's in a light protected display, but this is kind of the exit of the area. Okay, we'll find you a bathroom here in a minute.
2 bathrooms.
2 bathrooms. We come out of the Museum of American History and it is dark out here. Dark. But it looks pretty neat. Everything's lit up.
We are at the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. It's pretty nice.
Now this sidewalk and all the lights are designed by Frederick Law Olmsted, who's the man who designed Central Park in New York City. And he designed the sidewalk so that they're at an angle to lead your eye toward the Capitol building. And when he arrived in the 1870s,
The Vice President might be still here because his limo is here. So maybe he is here too.
Look at it.
Looks in here when there's nobody else here. Go over there.
There's nobody in here.
Wow.
It is so empty.
That's kind of cool. Well, let's go to the Senate floor.
Yes.
Where's Amy?
I think Emmy's still.
Achso, Mama aus.
So we just were on our way to the Senate room to look at their meeting, but the police officer told us that they just stopped, and now we're trying to see if we can see the Vice President taking off with his nice limousine.
The Harleys are starting.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the party, and says your name, and it says,